What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Showw interview 466 interviews. This artist is from Sacramento, California. Give him a second to get on here and we will start this Iccy Showw. I am booked until September, so if you want to be a guest on the Iccy Showw, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. So give us a second. We've just been having some technical difficulties. I'm trying to get the artist on here. And make sure you go support this artist. He works very hard for what he got going on in this industry. All right, all right. So I sent the invite. As soon as he gets on here, we will start this Iccy Showw. We're having some technical difficulties. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Mike? Peace, peace, everybody. Just bear with us. Bear with us. I apologize. We're just having some technical difficulties. I thought I figured it out, but I guess not. I see you on here, but it's not allowing me to tag you in it for some reason. Let me see now that... let's see. Here we go. I sent you the invite. It should be popping up. Should be popping up right now. Is there any notifications that says added on here? Just bear with us, guys. We're going to get him on here. He's a great artist. Here we go.
All right.
Hey, they didn't win. Welcome to the Iccy Showw. Oh, I see it.
What's happening with it though, man?
Hey, welcome to the Iccy Showw. We got Roccet Loc from Sacramento, California to Boston 617. Give him a second to set up. We were having some technical difficulties, but we figured it out. We won.
Yeah, it was hard, man. They done got me up on this Facebook lockdown shit. You feel me? So it was just kind of booty, man. You know, I
Yo,
get
that's
sometimes.
beautiful. The background, how you have the pictures, I love that.
Yeah. It's just one little room I kick back in and play pool at or whatever, and have a little peaceful little background. You know what I'm saying? But I try to get it as good as I can for right now. But that's cool. You think we should get a little bit more light in?
No, you're perfect. Now just sit down. Let me see if I can see you perfect.
What about that? That
Well,
a little better?
yeah, let me see how it looks on you, because it might overpower the light. It's up to you. How do you feel?
I don't know. Is it too light, or what do you
Yeah,
think we should do?
it looks a little too bright. If you put it towards the wall, angle it towards
Okay.
the wall. Yes. Yep.
All right. It looks like we got him then.
We
All
got
right.
him.
Yeah, man, it's really bright right now outside, so I didn't want to let that light in and mess the picture off. But I was trying to, you know, get him in the best I could for you. But I guess we'll just have to rock him like that for right now.
Yes. Hey, we got you. That's all I care for. I've been
That's
looking.
all, man. We in here then. Let's get him, man.
So welcome to the Iccy Showw. This is interview 466 interviews I've done in 3.5 years. It's a pleasure to have you on my show.
Man. Hey, a pleasure likewise, Jackie, man. A pleasure to be on your show, man. What it do, man?
Nothing much. I see you. What you got going on? I let everybody know you got your clothing line. Let them know they could book you. Your prices are reasonable to do features. And how did you start to get into this industry?
I started in the music industry probably about, I don't know, probably about 10 to 12 years ago. I was just doing it, messing around on beats. And people started seeing me that I could do more than just 16 bars to a song, like doing 5 minute songs to like Drake beats. If you look me up on YouTube, I got like 38,000 of Drake's beats. I started with his beats and other people's beats and just showed people I could do that. And then people got interested, and then I went viral with music probably about, I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago with C Dub out of Sacramento, where I'm from, under mob music. So me and him put out a couple EPs together. I started throwing them on all major platforms, digital, Apple, iTunes, etc., etc. And then after that, that kind of just did its thing.
Where can they purchase your gear?
You can purchase my gear. See, this is the funny thing about it. See, everybody always asks me that. Where can I get it? Why don't you have it on the site? Because I try to keep all my clothing line and stuff underground and self-made and black owned. And a lot of people really don't understand that. I was like self-made, like my homie Nipsey Hussle was. And once you get into the music industry, clothing line, etc., you figure out if you're being taught right, the contracts are for dummies. Because you sign yourself away once you sign that dotted line.
Yes.
So I had to learn the hard way to that. So I started seeing, okay, what do we do here? So I kind of sold myself to people and it gave them stuff and they ripped me off and did etc. We ain't gonna even go into all that. And then I said, okay, well, I'm gonna have to make up my own trend over here because I'm not getting the props that I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna have to get something that's never been done before. And since I'm a gang member, everybody looks at us gang members that we have no talent. We're just troublemakers. So I said, no, I'm gonna have to show everybody that I can take this rag like I got on the back of my picture here, and that most of us bang out of our pocket. And I said, let me put this on a piece of clothing and let's see if I can do something with it. So I did that, and it went crazy. I went viral.
That's amazing. Congratulations. That's definitely
But I
something.
do have a couple of clothing line. I know you want to peep out a couple of them, so while we're live, I'll display a couple for you.
Sure, sure.
I have a marijuana one that I just did.
Very nice. I love it. Get
That's
that
all
one,
I.
guys. Come on. Show support. He stitches everything by hand, not a sewing machine.
No sewing machine at all, just needle and thread by hand. Here goes one that I'm working on right now that I'm not done with, so you can see that I'm not lying. Here's the rag hanging, and
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not done with it yet.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's gonna turn out lovely.
Very beautiful.
This
Good
is
quality.
also my other ones that I do with real rhinestones right here,
Wow, that's amazing.
and
Very
I
nice.
put them on the shirts.
How long does
You
it
know,
take?
so
How long does it take?
it depends on what you're getting. Like if I do a fully engulfed rag hoodie, like the marijuana one, like I did for Spider Loc, for example. If you look on my YouTube, you can see I did it for Spider Loc in this black box, his TV show, like we're on yours right now. That one's expensive right there. That takes me a long time. That could take me up to 30 days, and I charge $400 for that.
Okay, okay.
So a lot of people are wondering why I charge so much. Is because it's not a China print, and I don't want to use a China print because Chinese do not support the black race. They don't like us. So why would I want to use their rag and make them famous?
Right. It makes sense. Totally.
Yeah. So that's why I don't do that, and I use a real rag instead of just using a print that will wash off in a washing machine after a couple washes.
Right, right. And I started following you about a year ago. Um,
Right.
and that's how I started, to like read up on you and things like that on, your store. Well, not your store, your clothing line. And I seen you did the bikes, right? In Cali.
Yep, I was the first person to ever invent a bike that you can put a real bandana on and ride. No one's ever done that. No one's ever done it with the couch, the
Yes.
blanket, the hoodies, the shoes. There's certain people out there that's copying me. I ain't got to say their name. All you got to do is look at them on the internet. They're jumping around every day. Who do you think they got the idea from?
Mhm. And someone was having a fake Facebook that was pretending to be you because they reached out to me. So how do they go directly to you if they need to get in contact with you, if they want to purchase one of your gear or to book you for a show?
Yeah, if you guys want to book me for a show, a verse, I always tell everyone in this day, time, and age, you should always hit me visually, like we're doing right now, because people are copying me because they see that I made a living off of how to do my own invention. So they're thinking, man, I could do this too, but they can't. So they make up fake profiles like me. They listen how I talk. They talk and text people how I talk and rip people off with my picture in the background.
Mm. No, it's terrible.
So I try to tell everyone that does business with me, and I tell them, but like I told you, God only gives you two ears and one mouth. You need to listen. So if you want to do business, you need to hit me visually like this and see my face. Make sure that it's really Roccet Loc, and then we go from there.
Definitely. Make sure you book him for your next show. Make sure you go purchase one of those sweaters, the blankets, even to get your kids' bike wrap. They
I do kids' clothes. There's nothing that you can't ask for that I can't do. I do it all. Curtains, anything you want. And like I said, everything that you see in these stores, Target, Walmart, Burlington, I mean, et cetera, et cetera. If you see anything in the store that has to do with bandana on the clothing line, where do you think it came from?
from you.
Yes. I have the proof. I have the picture right here. I'll show you. I went viral in 1990. It was in the 90s. I made it and put it out. I
Very
went viral. People went insane, started making memes of me, started doing childish games because they saw that I made a name for myself off of my own invention. I didn't need no backup signer. The same with my music. I started off trusting people with music. It didn't work that way. When you're doing music, there's steps to music, and people don't understand that there's always a snake in the backfield that's trying to suck off of your energy. So if you
facts.
want to get all your credits, you need to do it yourself. Write your own songs, video your own song, film your own song, so you get all your compensation back to you the way you deserve it.
Right.
So that's what I started doing, and that's when I blew up. I filmed my own videos, CD covers, do whatever, and that's when I blew up and did it like Nipsey Hussle. I talked out, checked the date out on my Facebook. I was the first person that ever did a rest in peace song for Nipsey Hussle. So where his wife contacted me and said thank you.
That's nice.
So
Very nice.
you know what I'm
R.I.P.
saying? I was also the first person. I was supposed to do a jacket for Nipsey Hussle. We were supposed to do a song. If you guys see on my Facebook, the CD covers out. I put it out, but I can't put the song out because I'm not allowed to use his lyrics. Those are copyrighted. But I was gonna do the song for him. Unfortunately, to his death, I'm mad about. We did not get to do that. I also did not get to make him a hoodie, but he wanted me to make sure that Spider Loc had the hoodie, and I made sure that I got one of his requests done. Spider Loc is in the hoodie.
That's nice. Definitely, definitely. What about Snoop Dogg? Have you got contacted by him to make one of for him?
Oh, Snoop Dogg, man. Snoop Dogg. Man, that guy right there, that's a good dude right there, man. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? He's a good dude, but all this clothing line, like I said, where do you think they get these ideas from?
From you.
And I ain't seen nobody in the background going, hey, Roccet Loc showed us how to do this, man. It's all on the date on YouTube right now. Go peep them out. The date's up there.
Check them
You
out.
look at the date and see that when I started sewing this, there was no clothing line in the store that produced bandana clothing line. I was the only one, but no one will put my name by that clothing line because I'm a gang member. So They don't want Caucasian people to go in the store and buy my clothing line and say, man, he's the one that made that. I don't want nothing to do with that. So they don't put my name there. They put somebody else's name. Just like what's been happening to us Africans for the whole time in our history. We help with stuff, we invent stuff, and then somebody else steals it from us, puts their name on it, like they did it.
Right. I know what you're talking about. I know it. Trust me, I had people do it to
Yeah,
me.
so
So
that's been happening to us Africans. I don't say African Americans because I'm an African, and we are a stolen race and made to be an African American, not by choice. So I'm
right.
gonna say this has been happening to us Africans from the beginning of time.
Yes.
So that's why you don't see me on no site to where you can buy stuff because then I'll have to pay somebody else some of my money. And I don't think that they deserve any of my money because they didn't go through the blood, sweat, and tears like I'm doing to produce this for you guys.
Right. Right.
So that's why you don't see me up on sites and people, I'm an underground rapper. I'm an underground clothes designer. Because once you put up and sign that dotted line, somebody else starts going like this and he starts taking some of your money. And you don't get but nothing but a couple breadcrumbs for your blood, sweat, and tears.
Definitely. It's so true what you're saying. Are you looking for a manager for yourself?
No, I've never, I've always, what's crazy? My wife's asked me about that a gang of times. I have a lot of people ask me that, and I've never had a problem because I'm the type of guy that comes out with something so pure and so real that as soon as I show it, you know that it's not no bullshit compared to everybody else's stuff. That I don't need 10 people, 1,500 people could fall off and don't mess with me no more. But I got another 12,000 in the background knocking on the door, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
So it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad that I made something. So when I'm not around and I die and I ain't around like Bruce Lee or Malcolm X or, you know what I'm saying, Farrakhan or somebody else, that my name keeps going on because I'm the one that invented this stuff. So it's a beautiful thing.
That's amazing. Definitely. Does your wife help you sew sometimes if
Yeah,
you get?
I taught all of my trade to every one of my sons, my wife, my stepsons, and I've even showed a few friends. I didn't like hold my trait to myself and be stingy. I want other people to learn how to do it so if they are reaching in their pocket and they don't have no money, I wanted them to be able to support their family or them or their race. So I showed them how to do that.
That's amazing. Definitely. Um, I hope to see you next year traveling around to schools. Some high schools still have a sewing class, but that would be amazing because you could talk to them how
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a few surprise trips. I got some more stuff going on, man. It's just, new days bring new things, and this clothing line's like, my music's big, but the clothing line's like kind of pushing the music out the way and it's starting to take control. So it's kind of like I'm putting more of my time into the clothing line more than I am the music now. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, definitely. That's God pushing you the right way. That's what he's
Hey,
direct.
hey, that's right. It's an honest living and no one can take that from you, so it's a beautiful thing.
Definitely. And you know what's crazy? Because my grandmother used to be an artist and she used to sew blankets and aprons, things like that. And she used to try to teach me. And she used to sit there and sew by hand. So I know that your hands can get tiring too.
Hey,
And I
listen to me. I respect these old people. Now, when I was in prison, I did 16 years in prison. Home
wow.
invasion, robberies, all types of stuff. Just not being a good guy in society. Gang banging, hurting people. When I was in prison, I said, man, what am I doing in here walking around hurting people every day? I need to do something that I can take to the street and make money or something. So while I was in there, I picked up a sewing class.
That's nice.
So I started sewing in there, and once I learned it in about a week, and I took over everything.
That's great. That's great. And that would always be a trade that you have. And I hope to see you around traveling, being a designer,
Yeah.
all around like you are. Like you need that recognition that you started this. So you deserve.
It's a cold world, man. Only the real ones will pay attention. If not, it wasn't meant for them to be in my bag of chips. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
it's all good, man. I'm just glad that I ran into a good person like you, and you know, I caught
Thank
your attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. We made history today. So if there's anything else I could do for you, man, let's get it one time. You feel me?
Yes, I definitely appreciate it. What is the best advice you've been given during your career?
Um, I will say this again. This is the best advice that I've ever had in my career. If you think about somebody and they don't put a smile on your face, don't contact them no more.
Yes.
If you got people around you that keep a smile on your face, that's gonna let off positive energy, and that's gonna let you let off positive energy.
Yes. Definitely, definitely,
And that was
definitely.
the best advice that I've ever gotten toward me since I've been in the game, and I listened to that, and that's what's got me so successful. A lot of people get rich, get successful, they start running around in the street like you're untouchable, and nobody's untouchable.
Right. True.
So you have to know when to lock your door, stay in, sit back, and you control the evil that you let in your door. No one can hurt you unless you unlock the door and let it in yourself.
Exactly. That is so true. Definitely, definitely. If you could pick where to have your clothing line sold at a certain store, where would it be?
Um, I would probably pick a store in LA. I got a lot of family members, friends, LA. I'm from Sacramento, but I would probably open up a store first in Sacramento, but probably start and graduate to LA as well because LA has a lot of people that like my style because we're the same. So so my clothing line kind of fits in with those type of people, and I'm from Sacramento, so of course I'm gonna back my city up first.
Yeah.
But I would try to graduate more to there because it's a bigger city than Sacramento is.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. I would hope, maybe you could try to look into get like bike kits, um, for the people that aren't close to you, and like have a box and so they can wrap it, but it's your material, your way, your instructions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For Christmas, that would be a
That
knock.
would be cool to have a Rocket Loc wrapping paper, right?
Yes, yes, definitely,
Hey,
definitely. Why
that would be
not?
cool, right? Hey,
Yeah.
you might have just came up with something new right here. You feel me?
I hope so. I hope so. Definitely. I love to see
Yeah.
everyone succeed. And not be greedy. And I can tell you're not like that. And like you just said, you showed
No.
other people your
Like I
trade.
said, if there's anything I could do for you, if you need me to make you a banner or whatever, I do CD covers as well. You can check out all my CD covers, whatever. I do them all myself. People charge ridiculous amounts of money for a CD cover, and they lie to every individual and say that they're doing it on a computer. They are not. They're right on their handheld phone.
Definitely. I love that picture above you. I shared that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I know. Everyone tripped out. They saw me holding that half a meal ticket. They couldn't believe it, but it's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to that, and all this fat jewelry on and diamonds on my wrist. It takes a long time to get there. Like you said, it takes steps to get here. It doesn't just happen in one day.
exactly. Definitely. Would you ever become an actor?
I have movies out. You can check me out. I'm an actor as well.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
this
I'm
man
on
is an
YouTube.
actor.
If you look on my YouTube right now under Rocket Loc, I have a movie out that's called Rocket Loc. It's called Run the Street Pilot Episode. Rocket Loc, and it just say it just like that and type it in, and you'll see me right there. I had a little bit more weight on me. I was overweight and I was a diabetic, so I lost the weight. Now I'm in good shape. But then I had a lot of weight on me. But you see my face in tats, and you see me busting in the movie. I get killed early in the movie, but we sold to YouTube and we made it successful off of the movie.
That's amazing. Definitely. That's all positive. I love to hear that. I got killed off in my movie too that I'm in. So
Yeah. Hey,
no,
but it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you did that and you can look at that. That's why I said, hey, it might take you a long time to scroll down to my list. I got a lot of history that I made, but you'll eventually bump into it. And I have two versions of it. The movie has the first version and the second version without me in it. And you also see how my music made it into the movie. We had Eddie Murphy, we had Van Damme, Martin Lawrence. Everybody sponsored us for this movie.
That's amazing. Definitely, I love to hear that. Amazing. Everyone that's sponsored that movie, make sure you go check out this artist right here, slash actor, slash he got his clothing line. He's a designer. What are you talking
Done
about?
it all, man. I told you I done it all. All you gotta do is pay attention real quick and I might blow your mind. We got talent in the city, man. I promise you, man.
Definitely, definitely give them the information where they can find your music. Let them know anything that you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up, and let them know where they can contact you to get an interview, a feature.
You guys want to interview with me? Just hit me up on Facebook, man. You can hit me up on YouTube. I don't mess with uh what is it, Instagram anymore. I was making 1 million reviews on Instagram and they took my reviews and would only give me 10,000 reviews out of my million.
Whoa.
So I didn't catch on the first time. This was the first time that I caught on. I made history with the blood. He wanted one of my jackets and I went up and made one for him and sold it to him and he bought it and he went up live and showed that and I put that on my Instagram. I made 1 million reviews in 4 hours and Instagram took it and gave me 10,000 reviews out of it.
Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible.
So after that, that kind of like hurt my image a little bit and I don't go on Instagram anymore. So I usually stay on Facebook or YouTube and you guys can get a hold of me. Just drop me a comment, whatever you want me to do, how you want me to design it. And like I said, I do got imposters out there acting like me. So if you want to do business, just hit me up visually like this. See my face. I'll let you know the price. I'll show you the merchandise and then we'll go from there and I'll send it to you with a tracking number.
Definitely, definitely. Make sure you guys do that. You know, what? How about TikTok? Have you ever thought about TikTok? To
No,
show.
everyone keeps telling me about that because I have a cooking channel as well. So I have a Roccet Loc's Kitchen Talk. That's on my YouTube as well. And I was thinking about presenting that because I've taken coronavirus away from people. I have my bachelor's degree in science. So I know about herbs and everything, and I've cured the coronavirus for some people and helping them with herbs and Cedric. And so it's been a beautiful thing.
That's amazing. Definitely. I love to cook. I got my cooking channel on Saturday, so I love that.
Looks like somebody's trying to interrupt us. You feel me? I
Yes,
don't know who that is right now, but let me see if I can make it die out real quick. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, Jackie Van, I'm nationwide. There's anything you think of, Roccet Loc can do it, man.
definitely, definitely. Where would you like to do where would you like to see yourself in the next year in this industry? Would you be like wanting to travel around the world more, getting your design everywhere else, or would you rather, do a little bit of the music and your design? What would you like to do?
Basically, right now in my life, I think I'm the best that I've ever been. So I'm not really worried about money. I got enough to swim in. I probably got about 30 bank safes full. I don't need no more money. So it doesn't really bother me about money. I'm totally fine. Uh, in the next year, I would probably like to see more of me and my family get closer because without family, you're nothing.
Mhm. Definitely, that's amazing.
So that's all I really want. I got the lifestyle, the money, the jewelry, the life, the perfect scenery, the ocean. I can look out my window and see the ocean. I got everything I want. So, you know, now I just need that family bond to get stronger, so I can spread that on, in life.
I'll pray. I pray on that everything comes together um for you to have that.
Okay, for sure. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And happy anniversary to both of you.
My wife, man, my wife's been with me like 100 English nights, man. She's never gave up on me. And I'm gonna tell you, it ain't pretty on my side of town. You feel me? So for her to be just a normal Caucasian girl, hippie woman, and to pick my heavy package up, I salute her 100,000 times, man, because I got a heavy package to carry.
Salute to her, definitely 1000%
Yeah, man.
salute to you.
But yeah, man, just let me know what we can do, Jackie, man. It's an honor to hear from you. And anytime you want to make history, let's get it one time. You feel me?
Definitely. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show. I'm glad we got this going on. Is there any shout out you would like to give to anybody?
Nah, man, I don't give no shots out, man. I keep my circle pretty small, man. My circle's my wife and kids. I got funny backstabbing friends, and this world's kind of crazy, man. As you can see, as you look at me as myself, my figure, my tattoos, it's kind of just I don't trust nobody, don't hang around nobody, and everybody that's around me is going like this.
Yep.
So I kind of keep myself to a distance, and the people that's not doing this to me, I'm taking out my wallet and I'm giving it to them. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I feel you.
Yeah.
I understand that. Trust me, I understand that.
Oh yeah, that happens to me all day. It's just like I'm a wishing well. I'm like, damn, don't I got feelings too? Come on now.
Yes, yes. It's
But
true.
hey, yeah, let's do it, man. And maybe one of these days I can get a jacket on you, man, and send one to you or something. You feel me?
Yes, definitely, definitely. I was actually gonna ask you, would you wear one of my Iccy Show shirts if I was to mail you one?
Yeah, yeah. Shoot it to me, and I'll help promote it and everything. I got you.
All right, cool, cool. Send me you and your wife's sizes and inbox me your address, and I'll get them in the mail for both of you. I
Since
appreciate
you
that.
sending me one, I'll have to send you one of mine or something. We'll do a fair exchange. You know how we do it. You feel me?
Definitely. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. Keep it cracking
No?
over there. Salute to you 1000%. Keep it going.
Man.
If you want to get a feature with this artist, he's reasonable pricing. Get his gear. He got the gear. I'm telling you, the best quality bandana right there. He does the bikes. I'm telling you, he is the invention of the
Hey, man.
bandana. Anywhere you went, anywhere you seen that, this was the man that created that. He just showed you it. He was the one. So anybody after that, you need to give your commands down to him because he's the one that earned it. He's the one that came up with it, with sitting there hand stitching it. He didn't use a machine. He used his hands to stitch that. Nobody does
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you get your hands real strong over on the side of town. I respect them old women that stay behind them machines and sewed all day hand. That stuff, it looks easy because you see it, but it is extremely hard and it
Yeah,
makes your whole body hurt. So I respect them old women that did that because I got a taste of that medication and it don't taste good.
right, right, right.
I
I
only
appreciate.
charge 150 for a future. I don't charge 500, 1,000, 3,000. I'm not cocky like that. I charge cheap, 150. I'll give you the best 16 bars you ever heard. Get it.
Definitely. That is reasonable, guys. Don't sleep on him. I'm telling you, you do not know who he is. Go Google him. Go YouTube. Go support his music. Go support his gear. I'm telling you, reasonable prices right here live on the Iccy Show. I appreciate
Get
you,
it, man. You know we
Roccet
stay icy over here, man. We don't mess with that fake
Loc.
shit, man. You feel me? So, we over here big over here, man. Nothing over here is fake on this side of town, man. Y'all get it, though.
I'm talking about he got the ice baby on there.
Ice, baby. You know what time it is. All right, I'm gonna get in the wind, man. I gotta get to the bank, get some money, and drop off some more of my merchandise. But thank you, Jackie, man. Your heart is pure, straight, brightness as the sun, man. I'm messing with you all day. Anytime you need me, I'm there, man.
I appreciate you. All right, cuz stay safe. Seize up. Let's go.
I'll pop. Let's get it, man.
Let's go. Have a great night, everyone that tuned in. Tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm booked until September. Let's go. 2022, big year.